Hi all, good evening to everyone. Let me share my screen and then we'll start for today's CCNA session, okay? So just allow me 1 minute. Let me share my screen. Okay. So hope you guys are able to see my screen, right? So first of all, welcome you all in GuiNet Technologies, right? And today's very special session, that is a CCNA. It's beginning of networking, right? So you can see your career in networking begins with CCNA, right? So we are going to talk about the CCNA. So before we start to discussion about the CCNA, I would like to say, as we are celebrating our 75th year of the independence, so Jai Hind to everyone, okay? Because just 2 days to go, we'll start celebrating, or like definitely we'll celebrate our independence of 75 year. So that's a very great festival for all Indians people. So Jai Hind to everyone. All right. So let me see how many people are on the Zoom and how many are watching on the YouTube. Then we'll start. Right, guys, just give me 1 more minute. Sorry for that. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's great. We are on the right track. So people are joined. Whosoever need to join, that's join. Okay. So let's start our session without any further delay. Okay. So today we'll talk about CCNA, that is Cisco Certified Network Associate. So first we'll understand what is the CCNA and who basically need to do this CCNA. Is it compulsory to do everyone by everyone, or is it something special requirement? Someone can do the CCNA, then they will get the special kind of job. So we'll try to understand about this module. Why only CCNA? Why not I can go for the do some other vendor certifications? Why is Cisco having a lot of monopoly in the market? Why other vendor doesn't have in the monopoly in the market? So we'll try to understand each and everything while doing this discussion. Okay. So first, as you can see here, they are talking about whenever you want to begin your career, like you want to start your career in networking domain. So might be many of the people are not able to understand what is a networking. So we'll discuss networking having a lot of concepts. You can find networking concept in some non-technical world also. You have seen people are doing the network marketing. People are selling the products based on the direct selling marketing, networking. So that is also called networking. Some other things also running in the market, they also call the networking. So here what that means networking in the technology point of view. So we'll try to understand. So the core definition, if you want to begin your career, then you just have to start with the CCNA. Okay. If you're not doing the CCNA, probably you're going to struggle in the networking domain. If your fundamental is not clear, you are going to struggle. This is the must course I can say. If you want to step in the networking field, you just have to do this CCNA. Or even if you've not done the certification, you should having a knowledge of the CCNA. You should know how the networkings work, how the network device connect in the different area of the offices, home, some branch, some other places. Okay, so we'll go step by step there and discuss that. So in this networking, what we are going to cover. So you can see this is a CCNA certifications. This is the baby step whenever you want to plan to enter in the networking field. But before this baby step, we also having some certification program, right? So let me just talk about little bit Cisco certification program. Then we'll try to understand about the CCNA, and then we'll discuss about the network fundamentals. What are the network fundamentals? How basically it is going to help you in the day-to-day life of the any network engineer, any security engineers. So let me go through that first. So if I go off the certification level of the Cisco, probably you will find that we having entry level of certifications, basically that Cisco define, and their associate level of certification that also Cisco define. And apart from that, we having the professional level certification, we having the expert level certification, and finally, we having the architect level of certification. So we'll discuss all certification one by one. So at least you know where you stand and what you have to do, which field you want to go, what will let you on that field, what kind of technology you have to grasp to go on that field. We'll just understand. But one thing you noticed, if you want to become the architect or the expert in the Cisco certifications. So what is a Cisco? Cisco is a vendor. Cisco is a vendor or company, you can say, right? It's a company. Like in India, we having the Hyundai in the company, Maruti is a company, Tata is a company. They are manufacturing the cars, right? They are manufacturing some kind of the what I can say, XUV, big car, a small car, hatchback, and XUV, sedan, different car they are manufacturing. So what people are doing, people are buying the car, they are traveling from, as per their convenience, as per their luxury need, from one place to another place. So they are the like manufacturer, they are manufacturing the cars, right? Similarly, we having the multiple food vendor products, like some are producing some kind of the rice, some are like they are basically the rice is basically uh, produced by the farmers, but the manufacturing and the final version of the rice packing and all and sending to the end consumer, that is done by some companies which is acting as a mediator between the farmer and the end consumer. So similarly, Cisco is a vendor. Cisco is a vendor who manufacture the network devices, right? Network devices. So probably even you don't know what is a network devices. So just take this, just note this word. They manufacture the network devices, and those devices, very entry level, we called as a router or switch. Just I'm giving the very basic example, router or switch. Okay, there are multiple device type still they manufacture, but the very basic router or switch, just take an example, right? So this is the one vendor. So similarly, Tata is manufacturing the car, Tata manufacturing the Nexon car, Nano car, Hyundai manufacturing the again car. That is a might be the Creta. You find some Aura, some Grand i10, i20. So different model you find in car, right? If you go in the Etios, they having a different car available, brand we can say model available in the Etios, vendor like Toyota, right? So different vendor, different car they are doing the manufacturing. So all car having the same purpose, to just provide the luxury. By using that luxury, you can travel from one to another place. Okay, you can just use as per your convenience, but all are car, but it could be different vendors. Some cars are very popular. So might be, if you're talking about the BMW, if I talking about the some Tata car, so these car are the quite cheap, low cost. These are the very expensive, high cost, but they are end is a car. They are just doing the same job. I can, if I buy the Tata car, I can travel from any place. Like if I'm staying in the Gurgaon, I can travel to the New Delhi. If I'm staying in somewhere in the Rajasthan, I can travel to the Gurgaon. If I am staying in somewhere in the Mumbai, I can travel to some other places. Tata can do the same thing, but only the luxury feature and the next generation things available in these two cars, they are making them more expensive, and the brand value also makes them more expensive. Similarly, in a market, we having a different vendors, like we having the Cisco vendors. Let me write down here, Cisco. we having the Juniper, we having like HP, Huawei. You can find the Huawei vendor also. You can just find the Brocket vendor also, right? So we're having a lot of vendor available in the market. Nokia is also one of the vendor. So they all are manufacturing, just I'm giving the devices, router, switch. They all are manufacturing router switch. But why is Cisco is very popular? The same story, like if you are buying the phone, Apple is quite popular, quite expensive in compared to other phones because they're having the more feature, more brand value, more security features, more robust hardware. So that's why region they're having the elite customers there available in the market, and they buy always the Apple phone. Similarly, Cisco having the very great market capture, they having the monopoly. So many of the companies are using the Cisco devices. Even Juniper is also very popular. HP is also, Huawei, Brocket, Nokia, every vendor is quite popular, but Cisco having the monopoly in the market. So many of the vendors, many of the organizations, they keep using the Cisco products. So that's why Cisco having a lot of requirement. So if the product having a lot of requirement, so to run that product, we required some kind of the engineers, some kind of technician, because if let's assume that in your entire city, only Tata car is start selling, right? Everyone is start buying the Tata. Like if there is 100 people and 90 people buy the Tata and 10 people buy the BMW. So which engineer is most required to just provide the maintenance of the car? Like if anything goes wrong with the car, so just do the services, repair and everything. So maximum engineer is going to require for a Tata car to just do that all work for the maintenance, troubleshooting and the fixing the issue. Similarly, Cisco having the market scale is very high. They having a lot of customers, a lot of products in the market. So they required high number of engineers like in the market. So if there is a high number of engineers requirement in the market, so there is definitely how engineer will come to know about that product. They have to understand their product. They have to understand how work their products. So they have to do some study. So if they have to do some study, then they have to do some kind of certification, professional certifications. That is known as professional certifications. So you just have to do professional certification. And if you are doing the professional certification, that has been categorized in the different level. So you can say in every company, we having some like low grade engineer, which might be technician, some high grade engineers, and some expert level engineers. So how basically they classify it? Based on the experience, based on the knowledge, and based on the like how quickly they are able to troubleshoot or fix the issue. Similarly, in the Cisco as well, we having a different level of the certifications. So it start from the entry and it goes to the architect level, right? So you can see here, if you are planning to do the any certification, you just want to enter in the Cisco world. So you just have to do CCENT certification or CCT certification. So what is those certification? So if I talk about the CCNT certification, that is known as Cisco certified entry networking technician, right? So this is a Cisco certified entry networking technicians. This is CCNT. If I talk about the CCT, that is Cisco certified design as Cisco certified technician of collaborations. Okay, so this is a collaboration related to voice and everything, but this is the entry level of technician. But these two certification basically people not do because it's a very basic. You can do it, but basically people not do this certification. If you want to do that, you can do that. So you can see both of the ENT and the CCT certification serve as the starting point of the individual interest in starting a career in the networking professional. So if you're planning to do that, you can do that. No if and but. But actually the action start from the CCNA. You can directly go for the associate level of exam. That is a Cisco certified network engineer, right? Network associate. So that is called network engineer. So if you go in the CCNA exam, so probably, let me just go here. So you can see here. So if you want to start certification of the CCNA exam, so any of the module from here you can cover. Like you can go for the CCDA. So this is the Cisco Certified Design Associate. So if I want to go in the core design networking field and you just want to start your career, so you can go for this certification, Design Associate, right? For the network design. If you want to go Cisco Certified Network Associate in the cloud, if you want to go move your career in the cloud, so you just have to go CCNA cloud, where they will more talk about the cloud networking, how the cloud virtual router, virtual switch then connect to each other, how the networking is going to build in the cloud side. So the cloud is also play a very vital role. So if you're thinking to move your career in the cloud, just go for CCNA cloud. Still CCNA is required, right? If want to go for the collaboration, like voice services, like how the phones, calls, collaboration, video, everything, it's called in the collaboration. You should go in the CCNA collaboration. So you just have to show your interest where basically you want to go. If you want to go in a data center, you can go in data center. If you want to go in the industrial of the Cisco certification, you can go for the industrial. I'm just parking this routing and switching. If you want to go in the CCNA security, you can go in the security. If you want to go in the service provider, you can go in the service provider, and the wireless, you can go for the wireless. Wow. So now you all are confused. Which certification shall I do for the CCNA? Lot of module I have, right? So one thing I'm telling, if you want to start your career in networking, so first you have to understand the networking. So what is networking? Let me just give a brief, then I'll again talk to the certification. Simple concept, right? What is networking? Let's assume there is two computer, right? This is one computer, this is another computer, right? If this is the PC1 and this is the PC2. If you want to talk to each other, like if this PC want to talk to each other, so how basically they can talk? There is two way of talking this PC. They can talk via connecting to the wire, right? This is the one way, or they can talk via the wireless. This is the big things. Might be if you are just beginner, college pass out, you're just thinking to start your career. So might be you don't know how the wire and wireless make a difference in the networking, but something very, useful and very key component in the wire and wireless when you talk about the networking, right? So let's say if you having the wired connectivity and you just want to make this PC want to talk to this PC. So if they are connected with the wire, they are forming a networking. So they are forming one networking because we are connecting two devices together via the cable, either the wired and either the wireless. This is called a networking. So when you having more than one device and you want to talk to each other, so what kind of talk can be happen? Might be this PC having some file, might be you having a photos, right? And your friend say, hey, can you just share me this photo, right? So you say, yes, I can share. So how can you share? You can use some kind of the software to share that photo via the wireless. Might be you just heard about that, which software you use, the file transfer. Even I forget, in mobile we use what software? It's an Android based software. I just forgot the name, but you can just use one mobile transfer to another mobile transfer. There is a many open source software available. So you can use any of the software, just transfer the file. So two mobile are talking wirelessly to each other. That is also making one network. They are also part of the networking because they are sharing some data over the air from one mobile to another mobile. Similarly, from this laptop to this laptop, if they are exchanging the data, if you're sharing the photos, if you're sharing the videos, if you're sharing some other kind of the stuff, that is also known as a networking. Just it could be connected with the wired, it could be the wireless. Okay. So this is how networking is going to work. So that means if you having the connectivity, this people is connected with the down the side two people, right? Down the side two people further connected with the two people, these people further connected with the two people. This is further connected with two people. This is further connected with two people, right? This is further connected with two people. This is further connected with two people, right? So you can see it is also networking. You're building the like binary tree where you just this networking known as the network marketing. So if you just know about network marketing, so this is network marketing. The people come to you and they might ask you, hey, you just joined this scheme. You just had to add two people only, and further they will add two more people, and then it is going to happen, and you'll earn 1 CR annually, might be 100 CR annually. So this kind of the things they will tell you, but this is not simple game. You have to put a lot of effort. It's a very good industry. Many people are doing a lot of great job, but still it is not like you just go and make 1 CR. It's very simple way. No, it's not like that. But still they are making networking. Like you are the one human, you're just adding 2 legs. Further, they are going to add multiple legs, and then it's make a networking. So that is another case of the networking. So networking is, that means interconnection of the devices, interconnection of the humans, whatever. Social networking. What is social networking? Social, like you having the Facebook, right? So Facebook, also what they are doing, Facebook is one platform where multiple people are joining and exchanging their idea, exchanging their photo, exchanging the videos, exchanging their storage. So they are also creating the networking. So if I exchange the information, that is received by him, that is received by him, that is received by him, that is received by him. So this is how network is going to be built from the different people. Okay, so hope it is clear to everyone. So we understand a little bit about networking. We'll go deeper dive about the networking, no worry. So this is the beginning. So now you guys understand a little bit about networking. So still you guys are confused. One time I'm saying entry level certification, you don't need to go. You just have to go in the associate level certification. But still you don't know what is a career path of different certification. You don't know what is a career path of design, what is the cloud, collaboration, data center, industrial, routing, switching, security, service provider, and wireless, right? What I said, just hold your thought. Okay, whatever certification you want to do, just do one certification for the CCNA. You just ignore each and everything. Just ignore each and everything. If you want to start your career in the networking, pure networking, just go for this certification, CCNA routing and switching. Even I'm telling you, if you want to become the security engineer, if you want to become the service provider, if you want to become the wireless engineer, any of the certification you want to do, if your fundamental of the routing switching is not good, you'll be having a trouble in the future. It is not I'm saying because I just want to teach this course or like that. No, it is like industry requirement, because I have a very vast experience in networking and security domain. I'm the instructor of the security Palo Alto, F5 checkpoint, and also SDWAN and all, right? But why I'm telling, because if you don't know about how to router work, what is the routing protocol, you don't know how the switch work, then probably you always having a problem. You are good in the firewall, but although you just have to face a lot of connectivity where firewall is connected between the router and the switch. So if you don't know how the routing protocol is going to configure, how the static routing, how the OSPF, how the EIGRP is going to configure, how the VLAN is going to configure, then probably you are going to struggle, right? So you do any other certification from this CCNA, you can go after this CCNA routing switching for CCNA security. I'm not denying that. You can go for any other collaboration, data center, industrial, and the service provider and the wireless. But I would say this is the beginning. This should be your beginning of the networking, that the CCNA routing switching. If you are doing this one, and after that you are going in any direction, I don't have any issue. And I can say industry people don't have any issue, because this is the base and this is the basic fundamental, just have to do it. If you don't know how the routing protocol is going to work, how switching is work, then it is going to be make a lot of challenges in the future. So this is about the associate level, entry level or associate level of the exams available in the Cisco. So what next? Let's say suppose you are the college pass out, you just completed your BTech, or might be you just completed the MCA, BCom, whatever the syllabus, even the non-technical background, okay? And you just wanted to start your career. So how basically it is going to help you? So let me just go about this role. So this is CCNA exam role. So they are talking who can basically give this exam and who can basically attend this all CCNA exam. So you can see possible job roles. If you're doing this CCNA exam, so what job role possible you can find? Entry level network engineer, like a very free, like basic network engineer, like जब आप पास आउट होते हो, so you can just go and find the job, struggling and find a job. आपने कॉलेज आउट कर लिया, आपने ट्रेनिंग ले लिया, तो आप बहुत स्ट्रगलिंग फेज में होते हो, so still you need a job. So आपको CCNA कर लोगे तो आपको हाई चांस है you will get a job. There is a high chance you will easily find a job. So that's an entry level network engineer, help desk technicians. So many of the company now IT is very powerful. I'm telling you guys, IT support is one of the high paid support available in the market because IT is having a lot of demand and the skilled people not available in the market. So that's why a lot of company need the IT people, but no people are available who is skilled, and who having this skill, they're asking a lot of money. Because let's say suppose there is there is 10 opening in the market for the skilled people. I'm talking about the skilled. When I talk about the skilled, you should know the CCNA very good. You should know the CCNP very good. I'll talk, or might be you know CCIE very good. So these are the skilled. You have in the very good certification, and there is 10 opening for the CCNA, CCNP, CCIE. Might be for the right skill, the company will find 5 people. Still, they are a struggle to find 5 people. So these 5 people having the lot of chance to negotiate with the different companies to just go for the higher package. Okay. So because it is a very huge requirement in the market, because you know, see, digital transformation is growing on, every infrastructure is coming on the line. You can see like the railway is coming line, airport is coming online, your many of data center is going to deploy. India having a lot of infrastructure is still untouched with the digitalizations. So in future, they all are going to be online. And if it is going to be online, who is going to manage that online platform? Who is going to manage the network? That's require the network engineer, right? That's require the network engineer. So if you are the network engineer and you're starting your career with a CCNM, I would say you are doing the right thing because your future is bright. Trust my word and not my word. Next 10 years, nobody is going to touch you in the market, right? Just you have ability to learn new key skills which is required in the market. Just you enter in the system, just you enter in the corporate world, networking world, security world, cloud world, and you'll find n number of opportunities available in the market. You never know when you can, you know, go from the 1x to 10x, right? You can multiply anytime based on your effort, based on your skill set, and how dedicated about your work. That's only matters. So next thing, once you complete the CCNA, you can get a job for the network administrator, network support technician. So these are all possible job roles available in the market. And what is a prerequisite? There is no prerequisite. There is no formal prerequisite. I'm telling you guys, you can give the CCNA exam, you can give the CCNA certification, even being the non-technical background. If you have done the simple BCA, BCom, and you want to become the IT engineer, I would say just go for the CCNA. Just try to learn the CCNA, how the networking fundamental is going to work. And this is the world best exam available in the market. Without this CCNA, I would say, or I would recommend you never go for any other exam, any other certifications. If you're just planning to start your career, just do for the CCNA exam. Okay. So no formal prerequisite, but it would be good if you're having 1 or more year of the experience in the implementing, administrating a Cisco solution and recommendation. So if you're having any kind of knowledge, आपने कभी काम किया and you're having any knowledge, so it will be always preferred. It is always going to be have a good impression. But अगर आपने नहीं किया है, I'm coming in the Hindi in between because I want people are struggling and joining different area. So अगर आप लोगों को कभी कुछ समझ नहीं आया तो चैट में डाल सकते हो यूट्यूब के, राइट? So this is how basically it is going to help you, right? So there is no prerequisite. I'm telling you, possible job role you understand. Now, what if you done the certification? What is going to happen and what is the validity of the certification? So once you do the certification, you do the exam of the CCNA, right? It is going to stay valid for next 3 years. So you can showcase your certification any of the organization. I am the Cisco certified network associate next 3 years. So today, if you today 13th of August, and you just got certified from somewhere, so you can next 3 years you can showcase your certification for the any organization. You are the Cisco certified network associate. If you are not going to do any certification after 3 years, right, till the validity, it is going to be expired. Okay, so you just have to maintain the certification. You just have to do any other certifications or recertification of the same exam or any other certification from this list. So where is the list? This is a list. You can do any certification from the CCNA or might be go for the higher level of certification within the 3 years. Okay, so it is going to be again stay with you. So the certification is not going to be expired. If you're not doing certification, then it is going to be expired, right? Other way, you just have to earn learning education credit from the Cisco. If you're having a 30 continuing education credits from the Cisco, that is also going to make validity extended for this year's CCNA exam, right? So this is how you can understand about the prerequisite, possible job role, active status, and recertification. So I hope you understand about this CCNM. So let's assume if you enroll yourself for the CCNA for any of the institute in the world, right? I'm not talking about just come for the GuiNet. You can go any of the institute in the world, and you're just trying to learn the CCNA, what you are going to gain and what you are going to get advantage from CCNA. So the first thing, you will get network fundamentals, right? So we having a different module in the CCNA. So you can see network fundamental, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamental, and the automation and programmability. So these are the different modules. So they are talking about the same thing. If we are going to enroll for any of the CCNA exam, you will start from the network fundamental and you will see what all network fundamental I have and how the networking is going to work for me. And then you'll understand the network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamental, automation, and programmability, right? So you're having a lot of things to understand. So these all things you are going to understand in the CCNA, which is, I'm telling you, it is very interesting for you. I know many things will be the very new for you, but I'll make sure you'll enjoy throughout the session, okay? There would be hassle-free, any doubt-free, you'll understand each and everything because I'll make the course like that. You guys will be enjoy throughout the session, okay? So this is how is the certification and all. Now I'm going a little bit more. So whenever you go for the exam, what is the exam code for CCNA? You just find the 200-301 exam, and you can schedule the exam from this portal and you'll find the exam topic as well. So what are the exam topics I have in the CCNA? So in the CCNA, I have the different exam topics. So if I go a little bit, let me just, I'm not going to the exam topic right now. Let me just talk about a little bit. We understand about the CCNA, possible jobs, prerequisite, active status, recertification, and all, and topics. So we'll discuss more detail in the topics in the later stage, but let me complete this one, okay? So what after the CCNA? So आपने CCNA कर लिया, आपको आगे क्या करना है जिंदगी में? अब क्या करना है? अब मुझे कहाँ जाना है? Who is going to tell you, right? क्या CCNA is a last resort? The answer is no. You just not stay on the CCNA only. You just have to do a lot of things apart from the CCNA. So what lot of things you have to do apart from CCNA? You just have to grow in the career. If you are starting your job as any of the profile from this role, entry level network engineer, help desk technician, network administration, network, might be your package will be very low because you are going to start as a L1 support engineer jobs. So might be your packet could be vary from 3 to 8 lakh per annum, right? So this could be the package. I'm talking about the average MNC, the good MNC, which basically offer. Might be in some cases, it could be the low also, more than the 3, it could be a 2 lakh also, starting from 2 lakh, but range is up to 8 lakh. Some of the very good branded company and very high pay skill, at least they give the 10 lakh also for the entry level engineers, right? So it is like you having the 1+ experience or 0 year of experience, like you're just a fresher. So might be you'll just get any of the package from this range if you have done the CCNA. So I believe it's a good, you just, if you are the college pass out and you just start 3+ lakh CTC, so at least you can start learning something. Your experience is going to be count from day 0, right? So your package doesn't matter, your experience matter, your expertise matter, your knowledge matters. Because when this 3 can be multiplied into 10x, you don't know. When you reach the 30 lakhs, you don't know. You started from the 0, but it could be multiplied into 10x, it could be multiplied in the 15x, it can be multiplied in the 20x, right? I'm telling the truth because it's only varies based on the your total number of experience. Like if you are the 0 year, might be you reach the 10-year experience, this could be the 30 lakh package, right? Even the you having a 7-year experience, you could be the 30 lakh package, 25 lakh package, 20 lakh package. It's totally depend on you how much you're putting effort in your learning, your certification, and getting expert level knowledge from the industry. Okay, how quickly you are promoting yourself from the L1 to L2, from L2 to L3, L3 to L4. That is the architect consultant role, right? And then the after that you will become the like technical manager, you'll become the what I can say, the lead consultant kind of the role, senior principal solution architect kind of the role. So these all roles are become the very high where you just have to provide the end-to-end solutions. So those roles start from 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs. Some company are paying even the 1 CR as well for the principal consultant, a senior principal consultant who is handling the very large scale network, right? And under them, they're having a lot of team across the globes. So it's totally your effort is going to be play a very vital role here, where you can just get the different things in a networking domain. So after CCNA, what you have to do? After CCNA, if you want to go in the L2 level, right now you are in the L1 level in the CCNA, and you want to go L2 level, then you just have to go for the next level of the certification. So that is the professional level of the certification. It professional level, you can go even the L3 of the some of the cases, but at least you will be eligible for the L2 if you're doing the certification. Here you can do the certification CCNP routing switching. You can change your track CCNP security, CCNP service provider, CCNP collaboration, CCNP cloud, design professional, wireless, any could you can do that. So this is the professional level certification. Then after, you just have to do the expert level certification where you just have to clear the CCI exam. That is a very big exam, right? And many people are doing in the market CCI exam. So when you done the CCI exam, you will become the CCI certified engineer. That is Cisco certified internet network expert, CCI. And there is a lot of, again, so CCI routing switching, CCNP routing switching, CCNA routing switching, but you can change your track as per your need. If you want to go data center, you can do it. Routing switching, do it. Security, do it. Service provider, do it. Wireless, you can do it. Anything you can do it. It's your choice. But only the basic thing I would suggest, if you're starting the CCNA, you just must complete this certification, and also any other certification you are just trying to go in the next core area, security, wireless, service provider, you can select those from CCNA itself. And then for the go for professional level from those, and then you just go for the I level for the next thing. So this is how it is going to be happen. The last but not least, that is known as the architect. Very less people available in the market. Cisco certified architect is the highest level certification ever in the Cisco. No other certification available after the architect. Okay. So this is the recognized as the architectural expertise of network design who can support increasingly any complex network global organization effectively translate business strategy for the technical strategy, whatever they have. They are just owning their business, designing their network, any kind of the scaling of the network, digital transformation, whatever they are doing. CCR, AR, Cisco Certified Architect. This is the highest level of certification. So hope you understand, guys, what all those certification we have. CCNA is the entry, right? After the CCNP you have to do, then you just have to do CCI, right? And then you have to do CCAR. These are the 4 certification you have to do. But doing these four certification, not a cup of tea. It's a very tough certifications. You can do this, you can do this, but after these 2 exam are very tough. You just have to invest a lot of time. But I would suggest not directly go for the CCI exam. It always suggests if you're having 5+ year of experience, right? You done with the CCNA, you done with the CCNP, 5+ or might be 8+, 10+ year of experience, then you just go for the CCI exam. It make a lot of worth for you. It make a lot of worth for you. I'm repeating it again. CCNA and CCNP is enough till your 10 year of experience, 5 year of experience. You can take a call after 5 year. Anytime you can do that. But unless you're having the 5-6 year of experience, I would suggest if you're doing the CCI, it is not going to make a lot of work for you. You'll forget the concept. You just keep doing the L1 and L2 kind of job. Okay. Or might be even you get that job L3, you just have to struggle a lot of things, right? Some people are doing, but directly doing the CCNA in the very beginning, CCI in the very beginning, it's more for personal recommendation. It's not recommended, right? You can do anytime. If you're having a lot of money, you can just go and do that because it's a very high cost exam. But I would suggest you just have to wait and you just do the certification after 5 years. Why I'm telling this? Let's say suppose you are working in the L1 and L2 till 5 years, and might be you having the 8 lakh of the package, right? And once after 5 years, if you're doing the CCI and you are just going to appear the next round of the interview for the any other company, it is going to multiply by the 3x or 2x. I'm sure about that. So might be their package could be the 16 lakh or 24 lakhs. It could be anything, right? I'm sure about that. If you're doing the CCI and you're having the very good knowledge from the industry and you are having the 8 lakh, 9 lakh package, it could be the double and triple as well. Just depend how much. Right now, market scenario, people are holding 3-4 offers in the market. Once you crack one of the interview, you start serving the notice. Other company are just offering the let's suppose right now you are on the 8 lakh CTC, right? 8 lakh CTC. Someone offered 12 lakh CTC. Someone other will come, they will offer the 14 lakh CTC. Third one is 16 lakh, and it is keep going on, right? So many companies going to offer a lot of packages for you, so you can choose and join those company who is offering more. Okay, people are keep doing these things. Okay, all right. So this is how about the CCNA, CCNP, and CCM. Now I'm going to discuss about these exams, how the lab is going to set up. So the exam topic, these are the network fundamentals. Whatever I have, you can see. Network fundamental is the basics. So if you are starting the any networking, you should know the network fundamental. You should know what is a router, what is the switch, what is the next generation firewall, what is the access point, what is the controllers, what is the endpoints, what is the servers, what is the PoE, what is the 2-tier, 3-tier spine leaf architectures. They are all theoretical same. These are the fundamentals. You should know, you should visualize. How you can visualize, how you can know, I'll tell you the step by process. So just giving the example. So let's say suppose there are a lot of things we have to visualize in the network fundamental: WAN, small offices, home office, right? On-premises cloud, compare the physical interface and the cabling type, single mode fiber, multi-mode fiber, connections, Ethernet. So these are the all things we just have to visualize. Then only you understand the network fundamentals. Okay. So a lot of topic we just have to understand. We have to discuss in this module. Compare the TCP, UDP, configure and verify the IP addressing and subnetting, describe the need of the private IP addressing, what is the private and public IP addressing, how the IPv4 v6 is going to be configured, how the prefixes is going to be configured, describe IPv6 address, unicast, multicast, modified EUIA 64 and the global unique local and the link local, how it is going to happen, how the description is going to happen, configuration is going to happen. These all things we are going to understand. We also understand what are different IP parameter for the client OS, Windows, Mac OS, Linux. That is also going to understand. What are the SSIDs, RF radio frequency encryption, non-overlapping Wi-Fi signal channel, like we having the different band 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So how the overlapping and non-overlapping channel are going to play a vital role. And VRF virtualization. So a lot of things we have to cover: MAC address, frame flooding, and the frame switching. These are the all topic we are going to cover. So these are the 20% of the exam is going to cover from the network fundamental, and 20% exam for the network access. Again, they're having a lot of topics. I'll cover everything: layer 2, root port, root bridge, port pass, port benefit, port pass benefit, wireless architecture, AP modes, what are going to happen, WLAN, WLC, AP, trunk, PACP, LSE. So a lot of things step by step we have to cover. That is come in the network access. That is 40% exam is going to connect covered here. And you can see IP connectivity, that 25% exam, where we understand the routing protocols, codes, network mask, next hop, AD values, matrix, gateway of last resort. Many people don't know what is the last gateway of the last resort. If if people come in the interview, if someone asked what is the gateway of the last resort, I'm sure 80% people always fail to answer these questions. Okay, so no worry, I'll tell you what is the meaning of the gateway of the last resort when we understand the routing protocols. Okay, longest prefix match. People don't know how the longest prefix match. If someone asks you in the interview, if you go to CCNA interview, you having this two prefix. Let me just /24, and I have the another prefix 0/ or might be not this one. Let me just make this one 16, which is going to install in the routing table. So people are always confused, and both are like learning from the OSPF or might be static, right? So AD value is going to be same. If it is also from a static, it is also from the static. So AD static is 1, 1, right? So if OSPF, so 110, 110. So who is going to, so like install in the routing table? So they don't know if longest path prefix match, they will never going to answer that. Okay, so no worry, I'll make sure that how the prefix is going to be installed routing table, how the criteria is going to be filtered out before installing the routing table, how it is the rev fib and the final difference between the rev and fib, and how the routing table is going to populate it. That I'll explain in the this IP connectivity and all. Static routing, network mask, host route, floating static. Wow, I love this question in the interview. People ask always, what is the floating static route? People always confused about this. What is the floating static route? Okay, no worry, I'll cover in the CCNA. Configure the OSPF, DR, BDR, point-to-point neighbor adjacency, router ID. I love these topics because I keep teaching this all. So no worry about that. Describe the first hop, FHRP, first hop redundancy protocol, which having the family of 3. Okay, sorry for that, which having the 3 family, FHRP. So this is the FHRP, FHRP. We having a 3 family. That is a VRRP, that is the HSRP, and the third one is the GLBP. We're not all going to cover here, but we understand at least what is the HSRP and what is the use of this HSRP. These are the CCNP in core syllabus. Okay, so we'll cover there. So at least we understand the flavor. Then you once you connect the IP, complete the IP connectivity, then you just have to go in the IP services where the DHCP, DNS, NTP, SNMP, policy per hop behavior, QS classification, marking, queuing, conjunction, policing, and shipping. What that mean, how they work, that is going to be covered by, very, very layman language. So you can understand what is the classification, what is the marking, what is the queuing, how the conjunction is going to happen, how the policing and shaping make difference between each other, where the policing is going to apply, where the shaping is going to apply. This all answer will get in this IP services module. Okay, so this is going to be happen. Security fundamental. So I love these topics because I'm the security expert. I keep teaching the firewall. So no need to worry. I'm not going to describe anything. So you understand the security fundamental, very basic lean layman language. How the threat, how the vulnerability, how the exploit, what the mitigation technique. Okay. So because we keep dealing these things in very high level, very complex level. So for CCNA, just explaining this in the real time examples, it's make me more sensible things. Okay, so no need to worry about that. You understand that, describe the security program elements like the user awareness, how the user awareness should be, how the user should be alerting, should be happen, trainings, physical access control, how it is going to deploy in the any of the organization, configure the devices, local password. These are side to side VPN, how it is work, how it is going to be, configure. It is not configure. You can see they are talking about describe. So we'll discuss what that mean. Control list, how it is going to standard control list, extended control list, ACL we call, how it is going to apply on the interfaces, how it is going to block based on the source and destination IP port and protocols, that we are going to cover in the security fundamentals. Okay, so different between the TechX, authentication, authorization, and accounting concept, that is also we understand, and wireless protocols. What is the WPA, WPA2, WPA3, that will understand how it is going to configure using the WPA2 PSK on the GUI of the WLAN. So in our lab, basically, let me just show you the lab. If you guys enroll for the CCNA, you'll get the lab access as well. Okay. So probably in, let me just show you. So probably no need to even you want to take a lab access from me. It is always free for you guys for the CCNA. No need to worry at all. Okay, but even you want to build your own lab on laptop, that I'll tell you the step-by-step process, how it is possible on the GNS and how it is possible on the packet tracer. So you just have to install that software in your computer. No any hard and fast, this is the SD-WAN lab, guys. So this is not for you. This is advanced level. So you can see in my lab, I have Cisco SD-WAN, Palo Alto, Versa SD-WAN. So here I can just create the CCNA lab. Okay. So CCNA labs I can create. And if I create a CCNA lab, I'll give the folder access to you. So what I can do, I can just put CCNA. This is the EVNG based lab. Okay. So once our session will start, you guys get the access here. So you can connect the router. So you want to use the router. Okay. So Cisco router, see, so this is my router. So I can select the router and I can connect this router with the switch. Okay. So where's my switch? This is my switch. So I can select the switch as well. So this is my router. See, my router is connect with the switch. So this is my router is connect to the switch. So they are make one network, and behind this switch, I can connect one PC. So I can go here and I can connect the PC. Okay. Which PC? Virtual PC, not window PC. Where is server? Server is not available on this. Okay, no problem. So I'll just go and connect one of the PC. See how beautiful one of the my network becomes. So you can see this PC is connected with the switch. Switch is connected with the router, and router might be connect to the internet. So how can I make the internet connection? So I'll go here, and I will just select this cloud PNG, and this I'll make the management, and this is how I can make. So this might be the internet cloud. So this, see, my router is connected to the internet. Okay, this is how my internet is connected. So this I make one in like network. I can just start the devices from here. So all my router switch will start. So still you guys don't know what is the router, what is the switch, what is the internet, how the PC is going to be connected. See, so my router is start. If I just click here, it is going to show you something. So let me just show you. So this is my router. Let me just open the switch as well. So this is my switch and this is my PC. So actual things like you can just build your own network. No need to worry at all. Okay. So this PC is a virtual. This switch is also virtual. You can see here, it will start very soon. So it is just booting up because these are the actual iOS image. Okay. These are not fake viOS. They are the actual iOS image. You can see here, these are the Cisco viOS router and switch. So you will enjoy from here, from the actual things, actual IOC, you will find here the actual router and switch here. No need to worry. So even it's a virtual environment, but the image are very real. Okay, so you can enjoy the PC. You can see this PC is real PC. You can find everything you can do. Open the internet, you can run the anything. You can feel like the real PC connected here. So this lab you will get free of cost. No need to worry about that, and it is going to available with you to just do the practice and all throughout the session. Okay, so this is going to make a lot of easy in your life to just do the practice. If you don't want to use this lab, I will tell the way how to you can set up the lab on your own laptop by the help of the GNS, by the help of the packet tracers, right? And how this all router switches can be installed for your practice. That is also I will tell you. Okay, so this is about the lab and all. So you can see this switch is about to start. It is almost started. Let me show you. So router is also starting, it's booting up. So now you can see this switch is start, okay? And if I'm running the command, so IP interface brief, I can see a lot of IPs are here. If I go here for the, it is no. And this is also going to be, so this is my router. So just wait guys. Okay, so anyone on any have question, you guys put your question in the chat window of the YouTube chat or Teams chat as well if you want to put. So I can try to answer. Swami is saying, sir, please create the whole playlist of the CCNA. No worries, Ivam, very soon surprise gift will be there. Okay, I will do something for everyone. Not only CCNA, many courses are going to be free on my YouTube channel. No worry. Just I'm working for you all. Okay. Very soon some surprise will. So interface brief. Sorry, I forgot the command. So IP interface brief. So you can say these are the basic commands. So IP route you can run. You can see so IP protocol summary. You can just run a lot of commands. So IP BGP summary. There is nothing is running. So SPF neighbor. So IP EIG RP neighbor. So nothing is running, but you can run a lot of command. Okay. Similarly, in the switch, you having so VLAN brief. You can run the command. You can see the VLAN. So interface trunk. You can see there's no trunk show run. You can see this whole switch configuration. So I'm just showing you how it is going to be happen. Okay. So Murli, this CCNA course is like what I can say around 50 hours course. So it is almost 2-month course. It is going to be happen. Okay, so 2-month course. It is going to take almost. Okay, so if we are talking about the weekdays batches, so that is going to take 2 months. And even we are talking about the weekend batches, then it is going to take around 2.5 months because we just do the extended session on the weekends around 2.5 and 3 hours. So probably it will go take 2.5 months to complete all the modules, because I know that CCNA people are having a lot of questions. I've seen people are studying in the very large scale group batches. So I feel that people are having a lot of doubt, but they never ask the questions due to the, not getting the right time to ask the question. Because if you're having the many people, so many people having the many doubts. So probably sometime people not get right time to ask the question with the instructor. But I just want to make sure I'll more focus to give the time to people to ask the question. I don't want to people having the confusion in their mind and they will struggle to get answer by themselves, because this is the baby step. If your baby step is not clearly define the process how it is going to be move forward, might be you will be trouble. So that's why I just in my every courses I always give more time to people to ask the questions instead of just I'm speaking and people are listening. There should be two-way debate. People should ask the questions. They should put any kind of a question with me. I'm not denying. You can put any kind of a question. It's related to security, related to non-related to class. I'll try to answer. Okay. If I don't know, I'll try to figure out the answer for you. Okay. So these are the lab and all. Next, so you can see the automation and programmability you can see here. So we will understand what is the northbound and southbound APIs, how the separation of the control plane and data plane, what is the underlay, overlay, what are the some DNS centers, Cisco DNS and how it is going to enable the management control for the devices. What are the controller based and control based, controller-less and control-based deployment technique we having. Compare the traditional networking and the controller-based networking, that we'll understand. Okay, interpret JSON encoded data, so we'll understand these all things. Okay, so HTTP verb also we understand. So a lot of things we're going to cover and a lot of things we're going to enjoy. It is not going to end here. Okay, I have a bonus for you all. Okay, so here, like, once we let's start for the CCNA. So I have very good books for you all, right? So Todd Lemde book, CCNA official books I have for the, I have the lab manual as well. If you want to just step Cisco base lab manuals, if you want to just build the lab from the day one and you are just to test everything. So how the things is going to be tested and apply, how the configuration is going to happen, the rack, I can set up the same rack, you guys, if you want. The same lab guide based on the Cisco solution, I can set up for you all. So you can just follow this book and I can just, you can just test everything as per your need. So it is possible for me because I already have tested. It is everything is working likewise this book. So I can configure and everything written here, how to configure the interfaces, how to configure the shut, no shut, the interfaces, verification commands, everything is written in this lab guides. Only I need to set up this lab guide, whatever created as per this document. So if you guys want, I can create, or there is another way. I can create some good lab based on my customize, and you just follow my instruction. You can create these lab on your systems. That is very easy for you. And you can test any type of the connectivity. It's up to you. So this lab guide will be the absolutely free. The command verification, whatever the scenario available in this lab guide, you can see even the IP routing. If you want to build this lab, so just follow this topology, build this lab. You can build this lab by on your laptop based on the GNS, based on the packet tracer, or I can build the same lab in my lab. You can see here, I can build the same lab here. So you guys can have access also, and you just have to follow the same task what they are doing the step by step in this lab guide. So this is also beauty of this classes. CCNA, everything written in the lab guide, because I know entry level people always struggle about the lab and all. Okay, so this is how it is going to be happen in the entry level, right? So this is all about the lab guide and the everything. So it's a very big document. You can just follow. Now, apart from this, we having the CCNA study routing switching guide, that is a Toad Lambda and everything. So everything it is available. And here is like, you can say this is the best book I can say. This book is just talking about what you should do before your exam of 30 days before of exam. So 31st day before your exam. So let's say suppose you just plan your exam, and exam is just after the 31 days. So what you just have to do the preparation before 31st day of your exam. So this book having the very versatile and very precise, that is written by the Alan Johnson, right? Who basically describe how you can start your preparation. So basically it is just covered, like just I'm giving the example. This book is talking about, let's say suppose you want to go in exam and you are right now on 31st days, right? So you just start counting from here, right? 31st, 30, 29, 26, one by one decrementing. So what you do on 31st day and what you have to do 30th day and 29th of day. So on the 31st day, you just have to understand the network device component in diagram. You just have to understand what is the networking diagram, what is the design. So how basically you can understand, you just have to go on this page where it is. Let me just see. Yeah, this is 31st. You can see. So you can see in this 31st day of the exam, you just have to understand what is a computer desktop, what is the icon of the, so these icon you should, if you find this kind of the figure, you should know this is the firewall. If you find this kind of the figure, it's the router. If you find this kind of figure, this is the hub, server, access point, right? Wireless, LAN media, WAN media. This is LAN media, this is the WAN media, this is the wireless media. So if you find this kind of diagrams, you should able to recognize what this icon is saying. So you should able to capture the icon as well. This is phone, this is a desktop, this is the laptop, this is the firewall, this is a router. You should, this is a wireless router because it's having the antenna integrated here. You can see the antenna is integrated here. So this is the router. So this all you should know. If you don't know about that, probably you can not able to understand. So you just understand the physical topology. What is the ring topology? What is the mass topology? What is the partial mass topology? You should know the difference between the partial mass and the full mass topology. I'll tell you what is the star topology, what is the extended star topology, what is the burst topology, what is the point-to-point topology. These all you should know. How the hierarchy level of design is going to happen. So every icon, LAN, WAN, what is the speed of the media? What kind of the distance they are going to cover? So these are the basic steps. What is the copper, fiber, wireless? These all we are going to cover before you just go any of the exam for before 31st day. Any question, guys? You just put question on the YouTubes, right? If you have any question, just put on the YouTube. Anyone having any question till now about this session? So really it is going to be having very interesting, guys. I'm telling you, and we'll enjoy it together a lot because this is the just basic of the networking. That's why I just mentioned it's just beginning of the networking. So if you guys don't have any question, what we can do, we can wrap up this session here. Okay, so at least we can start the very basic session from the next class that is going to happen for the network fundamental. In this session, I'll explain what is a router, what is the switch. Meanwhile, I'm just going to explain this session. You should, if you are just understanding the Hindi language, you should go and watch this video. I'm just pasting in the YouTube lab. Let me just, you just guys go and watch this video. Let me just, this is my YouTube video. So what you just have to do, let me just go and just, I'm putting this in the my live video chat window. So where it is chat, am I able to see live chat or not? No, where it is, I'm not able to see. No worry, I'll just paste in the live chat or the comment box. It is available here in the comment box. Yeah, here I can see. So let me just paste here. So you guys can watch this video. Okay, so I just pasted the link so you guys can watch the video here. Thank you, Murli. Thank you so much for your valuable suggestion. Okay, so you can just put here. So all right, guys, thank you so much. So you can see this is a channel. You can find very latest video on our channel for the all type of the technologies, not only the CCNA, CCNP. You can find the Palo Alto, SDWAN, Versa, some other technology also. So a lot of video available. You can go and watch. That is a free of cost. And if you want to just attend any of the full courses, just inquire us with the support team. They will definitely get back to you and you'll get all the information about the upcoming batches. Okay. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Take care.